All right, switching gears now, a record number of women either running or likely to run for Congress this year, more than 500 according to Rutgers University. Jennifer Palmieri was a top advisor to Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign, and she has advice for women who want to run for public office, whether in their town, in their state, or in Washington. She also served as communications director for President Obama, and her book, Dear Madam President, is out this week, and Jennifer joins me now, and I'm really glad that you could be here today. The book is quite, it's special, right? It's a small, slim volume.
It's slim, yeah.
And I like the rose gold as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a nice job with the design.
Do you think that if Hillary Clinton had won, you would have written a book as well? No? No,
I don't. I think that because I see after having, I think I had two experiences, and one we share, which is I watched what happens with a women candidate, at that level, at the presidential campaign, and then the other is being a woman who worked in politics, as you and I both did, at pretty high levels in the White House, and I had a lot of great mentors, men and women both, but it's a high pressure situation for women. I felt like I drew lessons from both of those experiences. I think if she had won, I might. There are some of the obstacles that I think women face, and it's not that men are trying to hold women back, or that or that everybody that didn't vote for Hillary did so because of sexist attitudes. But that it just sort of revealed to me about how we still have a problem, questions about women and ambition, and it's.
And that's that word ambition.
And there's something about her I just don't like. I think that for women in power, you hear that a lot about women in power, not just women in politics. And I think it's because we spent many, many hundreds of years making politics sort of suited for men, and women still don't quite fit.
You said that you told NPR that in around September of 2016, that you had a feeling that you could possibly lose that she could lose the election of President Trump, and you said he just rolled over 16 to 17 candidates on the Republican side, and then you know this quote well. We'll just play it one more time. In September of 2016, Hillary Clinton also said this:
to just be grossly generalistic, you could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right? The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
And I was curious if those two moments came together from you, just from a communication standpoint, when you're a staffer and you're in the green room and you hear something, and did you know at that moment that that was going to be a big deal?
I wasn't there, but when it happened. But when I heard about it, yes, I did know it was going to be a big deal. And it is, as she said, to be grossly generalistic, which you never should do, and to characterize I think in general, to characterize the motivations of voters is a dangerous thing.
You've had some time, obviously, to think about the loss, and I know you probably play it over and over in your head, but this book is broader. It's about advice to women. Do you think that in your lifetime, our lifetime, we're about the same age, that there will be a woman president?
I think that there will.
You do? You still are optimistic about that?
Yes, I really am. I mean, and the book goes well beyond politics, because I think that, you see women, women are running for office in record numbers, but they're
Do you think that more women are running in response to Hillary Clinton's candidacy or in response to President Trump?
My impression is it's in response to President Trump. And I think that it was, a lot of women voted for President Trump. I get that. I think that for women who didn't, it was surprising, and it was unnerving that they thought that the country was going to make a certain decision, and it didn't. And I think that told people, maybe we're doing things wrong. And I said in the book that I felt we ran her as the female facsimile of the qualities we look for in a male president, right? And it was a real gut punch.
And do you think that we and they're trying to wrap me, but I could keep you all here. My last question is, given that, do you think if you were to run it again and to just let Hillary be Hillary, that she would have won?
Well, I mean, it depends on all these other factors, and it's a different world that we're in now. So I think the first woman kind of had to go through that path that she did, and now I hope that the next candidate has an easier time.
Well, congratulations on the book.
Thanks, Dave.
I really like, and especially like the rose gold.
I know,
good choice.
Nice job.
All right, that's Jennifer Palmieri. Thank you so much.